Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Foreign, man. Today I'm coming back with another video, man. Before I get into the video, I just want to say, man, thank you for giving this video the time of the day, man. And yeah, man, tune in for more, man. Show some love, man. I'm a small content creator, man, but all the love and support that I've been getting, I really appreciate it, And I will, remember everybody who was here since day one, man, and I ain't gonna turn Hollywood, man. But yeah, shout out to Fred the Jake for helping me record this video, man. His link will be in the description, man. And yeah, I do all kinds of content, sports, celebrity news, man. And I do gaming videos, man. So show some love, man. And yeah, I'm out. Alright, what's good, YouTube, man? We got a special guest here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man.
Yeah, it's your boy Fred the J. Y'all know what time it is.
And man, we really finna get into this content, man. If y'all don't know, bro, it's been a lot of speculations around the Magic and the Warriors, man, and the potential deal or trade talks, whatever that we could do for Jordan Poole, man. So yeah, tune in and we about to give y'all little scenarios and our opinions on Jordan Poole and how he could change the Magic franchise and things like that for the better if we can get him, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let Fred set it off.
Yeah, man. Really, just to think about Jordan Poole, the first thing that comes to mind to me is big shot capability. You know what I mean? So we got big
Hmm.
shot capability and high efficiency rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He he know how to score in bunches, and that right hand is deadly. If you pay attention to him, his right hand is deadly, man. And the way I look at the Magic is I would, like I said, I would always like to keep a spot for Isaac, but I figure we can figure it out when it comes to a playmaker like Poole. If we can get him over here, you know what I mean, to go along with Ben Carroll's shot ability, having two super shot creators, you know what I mean,
Yup.
it'd be great for the team. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and Jordan Poole, honestly, for the people that don't know too much about Jordan Poole, if you don't really pay attention to the Warriors, man, he had a breakout season last season with 76 games played. Out of 84 games per season, he played 76. So you know that he's not injury prone. He played 30 minutes per game, averaging 18.5 points. And yeah, he's a scorer. He has the capability to score. And the most impressive thing about him is he's playing with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and he's still able to get his shot off and drop 18 per game with a guard like Curry that is known for just primarily scoring, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely something that the Magic can use, man. And yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you gotta say too, man.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about, bro, about Poole is he averaged 18 with Curry, Clay, Draymond, you know what I mean, in the squad, and
Andrew Wiggins.
Wiggins, you know what I mean, so many people in there, and our boy Cole Anthony is sitting maybe at 16, 17 points as the lead scorer, and the ball was in his hand majority of the year. You see,
Hmm.
so I'm looking at Jordan Poole like he is a level up for us. You know what I mean? We need somebody with, you know what I mean, that can play well with others and still get their own shot off without affecting others' games. You know what I mean? We don't
Yeah.
need we trying to get away from a person that just only making sure he get a shot and you know what I mean, and getting a lot of other people involved. You know what I mean? So I really think Jordan Poole to the Magic, like I seen a lot of people saying this off season for us to run up the bag on them since we got the money to and try to catch
Hmm.
the Warriors slipping. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm thinking like we'll get set up and put in the same situation as the Pacers when the Phoenix Suns just matched DeAndre Ayton's contract. So the best way to avoid that is if we come to the Golden State Warriors now and say, hey, let's make a deal. Let us take Poole off your hand. What it's gonna take? We got the picks, we got the
Yup.
assets. You know what I mean? We can help smooth out your team. But knowing our GM, they probably already on the phone about that, especially with a person like Poole and them seeing this all season what happened with Aiden. So I'm sure they're gonna be checking, you know what I mean, looking for a trade even
Yeah.
before the start of the season. Go ahead, bro.
And the thing about and it seemed like the speculation started popping out when we seen my fault, excuse me, y'all. When we seen the picture of Paulo, Isaiah Thomas, and Poole in the gym together in Washington. They was all
Hmm.
training together, and it's just
Bless you, bro.
my fault, I
But
had to mute my mic. Yeah,
go ahead, bro.
it just seems like a perfect opportunity, man, for a young team. And in my opinion, we at a spot right now where we had to take risks.
Hmm.
We have nothing to lose right now. We're not known as a winning team. We're known as a young team with a lot of talent, and we just have to figure out how we're going to put it together. And also, we already have too much guards, like
Hmm.
um, Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Marcus, Markel Fultz. Like, I just want to know, like, what what would you what like trade ideas would you have besides Cole Anthony? Like what is the most that you will give up, and what is it when you get to the point where it's like, no, I'm not doing that. If you're the GM,
Well, looking at Golden State and Poole is on like a small contract. You know what I mean? Poole 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 maybe making maybe like 2 million, 3 million a year at the most. You know what I mean? So we can't put money on their books. That's the thing. They the highest luxury tax team in the NBA. You know what I mean? Golden State. So if
yeah,
anything, we trying to finagle our way around and salary match with them, but give an additional year of players. You know what I mean? To give them a stress relief for the money that they gotta consider paying Wiggins, you know what I mean? Draymond Green. He said he came out and said he want a max.
yep,
Draymond Green says he like Pablo. I mean Paulo. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So don't get be looking crazy if like everybody's saying Draymond might leave. You know what I mean?
He
What if he
is.
do? Draymond is somebody that even if I'm the Magic, and I love our bigs, but if we can somehow bring Draymond in to help tutor, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and
Yep.
and say like, hey, we know y'all don't want to pay Draymond no max next year. Y'all trying to get out of the luxury tax. When you don't want to pay Poole, we'll take Poole and Draymond. You know what I mean? How about we talk that?
Mm-hmm. And and
You
the
know,
thing about my fault to cut you off, but the thing about Draymond is it seems like you said, they don't want to pay him because they don't want to get in luxury tax too. And what if their whole plan is not giving him too much money to save money for Jordan Poole? You know?
yeah, it could be, but then they still got to deal with Wiggins. Wiggins on the bag.
Oh, they didn't sign him yet?
Nah, and Wiggins that is the most important piece because he's the dude that's replacing the Kevin Durant position. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He playing what the position where they where they lost KD at, and that's why I would like to say why the Golden State Warriors was even entertaining trying to trade for Kevin Durant with the Nets is because they don't know how it's gonna work if they sign back Jordan Poole and they sign back Andrew Wiggins. You know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
then what that lead them with Draymond? They want him to take a cheap deal, but Draymond gonna feel like he's more important than Poole and Wiggins because he's been there for all the rings. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So we're dealing with that, and just losing Draymond or walking, not a trade. You see what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
don't want to just lose a big. I mean, you got younger bigs, but you don't want to just use Draymond Green's passing ability. He's a
Yep.
significant passer. You know what I mean? And toughness. You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
the nails to that team. He is the heart of that team, the toughness.
Yep. The
You
defensive
know what
anchor of the team too.
Exactly. Now, even the more reason for Orlando should look into that. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
y'all want maybe y'all, and I don't mean to bust up our team, y'all, but maybe they want to Wendell Carter on a reasonable deal. You know what I mean?
Especially
And,
with James Wiseman.
you know what I mean? Yeah, and then you could put them next to each other. You see what I'm saying? And still have Kaminga coming off the bench while he growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So if we can interest them into a maybe a Wendell Carter. I know a
Cole.
lot of people. Yeah, I like Cole Anthony in there because we need the extra money to try to add up to Draymond. And Poole is just a baby contract. You know what I mean? And the RJ Hampton still. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if we could do a 3 for 2, and then still and then maybe we won't even have to give up as many picks because only because we'll be taking on the salary of Draymond Green. We'll be getting them the low on the luxury tax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can afford to step a little bit more money in on our books. We're gonna be coming in next year too under the you know what I mean with plenty of flexibility under the cap. We
Yeah.
gonna be in a good position for the next 2 or 3 years. So if it's a chance to take, we gotta take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Jordan Poole is not your average young player. He's really not. Like, and we could talk about Jordan Poole as much as we want to, man. But one thing for sure is that he's coming and he's coming quick. And for a star in the league. I'm not saying all-star next year, but I know for sure if I was the Warriors, I'm not giving them away for free because
I'm
Jordan
not.
Poole because Jordan Poole is gonna be, and I feel like if they really smart, they probably planning him to be their young star, guard after Curry retires.
That's what I would do if I'm them. But who knows? Who knows if they just want to ride the Curry and Clay wave? I mean, they got them under contract, but without Draymond, those bigs behind them gonna have to grow up real strong without Draymond.
Yep,
Yeah,
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 Kevin
I like
Looney.
Looney.
Mhm.
I like Looney, and they plan on starting the season with Looney and bringing Wiseman off the bench from what I was reading. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm sure mid-season Wiseman that position is his, not based off the fact that hey let's put the young dude in, but he gonna just outbeat him. He's that talented. Do
Hmm.
not sleep on Jonathan. You know what I mean? Don't sleep on Wiseman, man.
Yeah, man.
James, yeah,
It's just crazy, man. Like if y'all don't see the pictures, I'm gonna put up the picture of them in the gym, man. And Paulo, since we're on the top, matter of fact, since we're on the topic of the Magic, you already said your starting lineup. You would start Markel at the PG position and things
yeah.
like that. But if we were to get Poole,
Mm-hmm.
how would that switch around your lineup?
It actually wouldn't. I would use pool. The way I would try to do it if it was only pool we getting right, not even considering Draymond or a luxurious big trade. Just that we did a simple trade to get pool.
Hmm.
Um, I'm thinking like, and you know the players I would like to give up in it, maybe like a Cole Anthony or RJ Hampton, first round, 2 seconds, maybe a two first rounds max. Try not to take a first round out of this year's draft. You know what I mean? Try to keep both of them. Maybe give them a Denver pick. You know what I mean? That Denver first round pick in the 2025 we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something later down the road. That and another pick. You know what I mean? One of ours. But
Hmm.
what it would do for me is the Poole shoots like Curry, far range,
Yep.
stretch the court, and that's perfect for folks. You know what I mean? Nobody can thrive. I don't think will thrive better on our team with that much spacing than folks, because folks hit everything from mid range, and he can get anywhere on the floor already. But getting there with the spacing, you know what I mean? He's
Hmm.
already getting there, but getting there with the spacing, with his passing ability, and then his finishing ability, we forget how good folks finish at the rim. You see, we don't got a problem with how folks finish at the rim, but Suggs. Cole Anthony, their finishing rate at the rim is so low. The reason why Jalen Brunson got paid so much money this offseason is because how he was a top 5 finisher in the NBA at the rim. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And he's a guard. Like it matters if you can finish at the rim as a guard. Because as soon as you come into the paint, if you can't get no shots in, you shooting for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I say, the stretchability of Poole, we definitely understand that he isn't the greatest defender. But that's why you got Franz Wagner, the small forward next to him. You know what I mean?
Yep. To
And
pick
then we
up.
have, yeah, then we have Paulo. Plus, Fultz is a pretty good defender. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At that one, so he'll be the only like lackadaisical defender in the thing. And who says that he won't jump in and understand our defensive concept, especially being with Paulo, who seems to be coming around defensively, even though it's been in the proams. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he looks to have defense. When I keep seeing him, every time I see him come out, he has defense. We got enough defense around him with Wendell at the center. You know
And
what I mean?
Jonathan Isaac if he come back.
Yes, Jonathan, and I like Jonathan to be back this year. And like I say, once he get off that minutes restriction, man, and if we do trade for Poole, and if we get rid of those people, I'm telling you, like a Cole Anthony and
Mm-hmm.
R.J. Hampton, and then maybe they have to give us a second person to add the money up together. But then we cut that second person because we still got Devin Kennedy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like him. He's a 3-point rangy shooter, shoots from deep. You know what I mean? Like Curry type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm willing to give up a Cole Anthony, R.J. Hampton, and those are some later first round picks because our depth is so good. I will put the second point guard on our team. I'll make it subs. He'll be the second point and two. He can come in it, so he ain't gonna lack for time. You know what I mean?
He gonna
And
get his minutes.
yeah, and they'll say if which I don't never think folks gonna fail, but say if folks have another injury, or say if folks just like, all right, he isn't a star. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? Say that happened. We still got Jalen Suggs that we can put next to Poole. This puts us in a perfect position. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And
We
how do
still
you
got go ahead, bro.
no. You can finish. You can finish.
But I'm just saying it puts us in a perfect position, bro. With like I say, with the depth with Boy Okiki still. We could have slide him up in that trade. But look out for a big year from Okiki. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look out for a big year for him this year. Maybe we can get him from just trying to use him as a spot up 3-and-D shooter. You know what I mean? He has good D, but he's more of a cerebral scorer on offense. He can score at the three, in the mid range. You know, he can score from somewhere anywhere. Just putting him at the three is kind of limiting his offensive ability and what he's being able to show us on the team. You know?
Yeah, and it switch the topic real quick because I'm about to wrap up this video. How do you feel about because I haven't talked to you in a while. How do you feel about Paulo and that DeJounte Murray situation? This is a
Man,
little off topic, man, but
nah, it's good topic. It's magic. You know what I mean? So I feel like DeJounte Murray is right now, as far as NBA wise, he's probably the best person from Seattle. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
seeing Paulo get the first pick in the draft when he was drafted so late, you know what I mean? He didn't get wasn't that a top or a super top like draft pick. You know what I mean? He had to
Yeah,
earn his way up. You know what I mean? And Paulo goes number one in the whole draft, and just the media is following him after DeJounte Murray has this big year. You remember? He just had a
yep.
big year,
I think he averaged a
really
triple
big year.
double.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, he might have close enough.
Yeah,
If he
close.
didn't,
Yep.
close enough. So and then he had the big trade to the Hawks. And you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? He was buzzing, but somehow Paulo is buzzing more. So he looking like, hey, I'm the one with the big year. I'm the one that got traded to the Hawks. I'm with Trey Young. We got the duo. Why y'all talking
Mm-hmm.
about this dude over here playing for the Magic? He ain't nobody. So that's how I felt like he was after Apollo trying to put down it like you soft. Like he said Apollo too
Mm-hmm.
soft. I seen that. You know
And
what I mean? Go
yeah,
ahead.
and it was a lot more things in the background about it too. He was saying things like Paulo was flexing his number one pick and everything, and how Paulo forgot how he used to pick up balls and pick up the rebounds for him back in the day. Just things like that, it's then
Yeah,
DeJounte followed him. The whole game was just crazy, man. And it seemed like, even the whole thing with DeJounte Murray, throwing the ball at Paulo and then saying he too
yes.
soft. It's a man's league. Like, it was just crazy to me, man. I definitely see a rival coming up,
Man, we
rivalry.
we played them too early in the year.
Yup. I'm
We played
excited.
them early in the year. I think we go there to Atlanta. So yeah, bro. See the thing they missing about Paulo. He said that all he wanted about Paulo, but Paulo reminds me of Matt Barnes, not skill wise,
Yeah.
mentality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's not easily rattled. You can do all of that. But watch, Paulo is a leader of men. He gonna get his team with him. You know what I mean?
Yup.
You gotta look how he play with the teams he playing with. He not trying to score every bucket every time when he out there. You see him playing a team game. You know what I mean? That's why how I know he humble because he realized I'm best in my game when I do everything. You know what I mean? Not just score. It's
Yup.
not just
Passing,
about
all that.
scoring, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
But
feel like this time. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
no, no, no. Go ahead. I'm about to finish it off after you. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
you.
man. I feel like DeJounte Murray, he could have been checking him on. Maybe he felt like he was arrogant or something. But I think that's something you have on a phone call before the game and you find out or
And
you
not
tell
after.
him.
Mm,
Yeah, not after and not during the game. And him being an NBA professional, I felt like, that was a little weak and unprofessional from a professional. And I felt like Paulo handled it professional being a rookie, and that makes me feel even more secure about what Paulo's going to do for us. That's it, man, for me.
yeah, man. So there you have it, man. We dropped two topics and one. The Jordan Poole coming to the Magic, man. Magic, make it happen. Definitely looking forward to that, man. Also, the thing about Paulo and DeJounte Murray for the fans that wanted us to talk about it, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, make sure you subscribe to Fred the Jig, man. It's your boy Foreign Talks, man. And I'm out. Have a nice day. Peace out.
peace out.